Film fans of YouTube, hello and welcome back to the channel. My name is Josh, your Movie Apprentice, and today I am continuing my Raindance coverage with a film called Here Are the Young Men. Sorry I have been gone for a few days, I've been busy with work and other commitments, but I am back. Anyway, this film follows a group of friends from Dublin, Ireland who have just left school and are celebrating their first summer of freedom, aka their last summer of freedom, but a shared event they all encounter changes their perspectives on lives and sends them down different paths of response. Before I get into this review, if you like what I do on the channel, consider clicking the like button and subscribing to the channel for more reviews coming all the time. If you're wanting to watch this film, it was going to have a premiere on the 7th. It was going to be the big closing film for the festival. But unfortunately, because lockdown's coming about, the actual premiere is being delayed till December as far as I know, due to the 4 weeks. Whether it stays at 4 weeks, we do not know. But alas, with no embargo and with plenty of time to build hype up, let's get into this review. So, the best way for me to describe this film, it is the Irish Trainspotting for me. Now, Trainspotting goes very hard with its story. This one goes as close as it dares to that line that Trainspotting crosses. And I don't want people to just think of this as a purely Trainspotting film but in Ireland, because it has differences in so many ways. This is the easiest comparison I can make for it. A common theme for this film is that an action or lack thereof does cause a rippling effect. There are many moments in this film that have subtle moments and subtle choices that are made that dictate things that happen later on and set different characters down different paths. And it is a big eye-opener on just saying, pay attention to the young men. This is based on a book. Now, I have not read the book. I understand there is a lot of political intrigue with the book, so just know from this point onwards, I am talking specifically on just what the film has presented me with, because there'll be fans of the book that'll be hearing my interpretation of certain things that are completely different in the book. So that is your advance warning before the comments start flying. But yes, lack of action causes some characters to go on very dangerous paths, and it is just so heartbreaking to see what some of these characters do, just knowing that a little bit of acknowledgement or a little bit of course correction could have set them on the right path and made them avoid such a dangerous or depressing end. This film also plays heavily with an artistic style. There are several moments where the film goes against narrative constraints and shows things in its own sort of parallel universe, and it's a symbolic look at the media and what the young men are exposed to and what they are shown is right and wrong. And I feel like this film is a very important thing for that. There's this whole set piece, including a game show, where you can put two and two together on what's going on, and it is very obvious that it's not reality. It's very much a fantasy created in certain characters' minds, and it is a great narrative tool. It's used very effectively, and once we do get full reveals, it is mind-boggling. If I had to give some flaws from this, the only thing I really had to point out is that there are a couple of characters that do feel like afterthoughts. There are a couple of characters I feel could have had more fleshing out or more done to them, but they always seem to just show up and seem to go off screen for the most minor of reasons, which causes you to care less about these certain characters. On the flip side, it does allow you to look at other relationships and characters in this, including one relationship that is really codependent, and you are constantly flicking back and forth on the dynamic of this relationship, which I think is a very clever touch, and it is just, it's very difficult to describe in verbal words, but the way it plays out and despite your better judgment, despite what you're seeing, you have that vain little bit of hope that maybe things will be okay. But as always, there is points of no return. This film does ride the line very hard when it comes to how far it can go. There are a couple of moments in this that are difficult to watch. There is one bit where I'm literally screaming at my screen, hoping that what looks like will happen doesn't happen. It's such an uncomfortable watch. Whether it does happen or not, I will leave it to you to watch and see for yourselves, but it is really effective, this film. It has a very young cast of up-and-comers, including Anya Taylor-Joy and Dean Charles Chapman of 1917, and the rest of the cast in this are all people to look out for. I am very excited to see what all these cast members do. This was probably my second favourite film that I have seen at Raindance so far, only just pipped by True North, which review you can watch now in the card above. But overall, Here Are the Young Men. It is a harsh look at young men growing up and showing what they are exposed to in media and gameplay and society as a whole, and they have to discern for themselves what is right and what is wrong. And seeing the events and the choices they make, it all feels natural and real, and you can't blame them for even some of the most comical of choices, because as far as they're concerned, they're young and free. They have to see adulthood for the first time, and unfortunately for them, adulthood is a lot harder than is made out to be when you are in school. So overall, Here Are the Young Men, I'm going to say, is a great cup of tea. So Here Are the Young Men. Have you seen it? If you have, let me know what you thought down in the comments below. If you do like what I do on the channel, consider clicking the like button and subscribing to the channel for more reviews coming all the time. Coming up on the channel, I'm going to be looking at His House. I've got another review of an independent film from this year that doesn't seem to have a lot of coverage on it, so I can't wait to bring a review of that as well. And with lockdown coming up, just let me know what you want me to see review, to be honest, because I've got a lot of time to kill and a lot of films I have time to watch. But until next time, my name is Josh, I have been your Movie Apprentice, and I'll see you in the next video. Hey, thank you for watching, and thank you for making it to the end of the video. While you are here, if you haven't done it yet, please feel free to drop a like and consider hitting that subscribe button for more reviews coming all the time. And also, while you are here, there are some other videos over there that you might want to sink your teeth into. Have a good day, guys, and do enjoy.